Good morning students. Today I will teach class 9th chapter 2 is matter around us pure. As in previous lecture I had discussed about the separation of components of mixture. In today's lecture I will continue with the topic. As uh, as on your book on page number 21 you can see the article 2.3.5 is the dye in a blank ink a single color. As a black ink dye contain are two or more colors in it, as it can be separated by the method called chromatography. The process of separation of component of a mixture like liquids which are soluble in a same solvents are called chromatography. Here the chromatography is come from the Greek word chroma, which means color. This technique was first used for separation of colors. So chromatography is the technique used for separation of those solutes that dissolve in same solvent. As in black color dye, we can see the black color dye contain two or more colors which are soluble in water. So this method is used for the separation of the color. The color which are more soluble in water rises faster and get separated into layers. For example, you can see here in the figure, as you can do a activity. Take a piece of thin filter paper as you see in figure A and draw a line by a pencil that is 3 cm above the bottom line. Mark a point of ink or drop of ink or a fountain pen on the line and place this strip in a jar containing water. Please keep in mind the line on the filter paper do not touch the water surface, as after some time you can see the color component that is more soluble in water rises faster, and in this way the two or more component get separated up. To get this result you can wait for 2 to 3 hours as separation of dyes in black ink take place. This technique is very useful in different areas. Number 1, it is used to separate the color in a dye. Number 2, it is helpful in the separate of pigment from natural colors. It is also helpful to separate the drugs from blood sample. So here is the different applications of chromatography. So chromatography has different advanced technique which you can study in higher classes. So the next is distillation. So this is the method which is used to separate a mixture of two miscible liquids. So miscible liquids are those liquids which can be mixed together, as there is no separation boundary between them. So here you can see an activity in your book where to separate the mixture of acetone and water. Firstly, the process used for separate the two miscible liquid is distillation, as the distillation process is used for the separation of components of a mixture containing two miscible liquids that boils without decomposition and have sufficient differences in their boiling point. What does it means? That they have a maximum difference in boiling point. For example, one should have a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius and other have boiling point of 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. So they have sufficient difference in their boiling point. Or one thing more, they are not be able to decompose easily. So that's why this is the method which is used for separating the two miscible liquids. Here for acetone and water, you can see the figure here. This figure is used to separate separate acetone and water. In this method, you see a distillation flask as the labeled here. Distillation flask. Distillation flasks contain a mixture of water and acetone. The distillation flask is connected to the stand with the help of clamp, and the burner is below the distillation flask. A thermometer is placed in the distillation flask, and a water condenser is set up as shown in figure. A water condenser has water inlet for cold water and the water outlet for hot water. Heat the mixture slowly, keeping a close watch at the thermometer. As you heat the mixture, the acetone vaporize and condense in the condenser and can be collected from condenser outlet. Condenser outlet is in the beaker. As you see, the acetone is collected here. After that, water is left behind in the distillation flask. In this method, we can separate the different types of miscible liquids can be separated. So, mixture of acetone and water is separated by this method. On the other hand, there is another technique that is called fractional distillation. So, fractional distillation is the method which is used to separate the two miscible liquids for which the difference in their boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. So, in other words, as in distillation there is large difference in the boiling point must be required, but in the fractional distillation the difference is less than 25 Kelvin. So, the fractional distillation process is used for the separation of different gases from air, different fractions from petroleum products, etc. So, air is a homogeneous mixture and can be separated into its component by fractional distillation method. So, fractional distillation method, the fractional distillation has same technique. You can see this diagram on page number 22 and figure 2.10 on your book. The diagram is same, but it contain a fractional column tube with glass beads attached to the distillation flask, and all the other diagram is same as compared to distillation method. So, we can obtain different gases from the different gases from air, as air is a homogeneous mixture and it can be separated into its component by fractional distillation method. Here is a diagram which show the steps of the process for the separation of air. Firstly, here is the air which compress and cool by increasing pressure and decreasing temperature. Then this air become the liquid air, and this air allowed to warm and warm up slowly in fractional distillation column. After that, these gases are separated at different heights, which means the gases, the liquid air is allowed to warm slowly in fractional distillation, and gases from the liquid cooled and rises up. Here you can say oxygen, argon and nitrogen has different boiling points and different volume in air. So, oxygen has higher volume in air. The air is compressed by increasing the pressure and is then cooled by decreasing the temperature to get liquid air. The liquid air warm up slowly in fractional distillation column, where the gases get separated at different height depending upon their boiling point. Here you can see the diagram for fractional distillation, as I told you to see in the book. You can see it also here. There is a fractional column which is attached to the distillation flask, and rest part is same. The distillation flask contains the mixture, and the air rises up, and the pure liquid or the other component can be collected on the outlet of the condenser. So, this is used to separate gases from air. Here you can see the diagram of separation of air. into its component. Here the filter in from which air is out, air is passes through the under pressure, and then the hot air is passed through the coil, which is used to compress the air or cool the air. So freezing cold water is present in the coil, and which helps to cool or compress the air. Then this air is passed to separator, and the carbon dioxide goes out as dry ice. You can see here outlet. From separator, the liquid air from the expansion jet is passed, and the nitrogen or argon gas is out from the fractional distillation column. After that we get the liquid oxygen. So in this way oxygen gas is separated from air, and before getting the oxygen gas from air we have to separate all other gases present in air. So please see the diagram properly. It can be helpful, or the question is asked in the examination. Question will be asked in the examinations. Draw a diagram to show the separation of component of air. As the main component of the air is liquid, argon and oxygen. So nitrogen, argon and oxygen. Nitrogen, argon is separated first, then oxygen is separated. So the next method is crystallization. Crystallization is used to purify the solids. For example, it is used to purify salt what we get from sea water. So crystallization process is used. So crystallization is a process that separates a pure solid in the form of its crystal from solution. So firstly it separates a pure solid from mixture in the form of crystal. This process is used in purification of salt from sea water, separation of crystal of alum from impure sample. It is a better technique, better than evaporation, because solid decompose, or some like sugar may get carried on heating to dryness, or some impurities may remain dissolved in solution even after filtration. On evaporation, these contaminated the solid. So we can separate a sugar from a sugar solution by the process of evaporation, or as well as by the method of crystallization. But the method of crystallization is better than the evaporation, because sugar gets carried on heating to dryness, or it may contain some undissolved impurities in it. Hence this may contaminate the sugar. So in this way crystallization is better method than evaporation. As you see, there are number of techniques which are used in cities to, so it is the method of crystallization. So next is water purification system in waterworks. In cities, drinking water is supplied from waterworks. Here is a flow diagram which is used, flow diagram that is shown. From this figure, there are number of processes that are involved to get the supply of drinking water to home or other waterworks area, to your home from other waterworks area. Here you can see a reservoir at first sight. The reservoir contains the maximum amount of water. The water is allowed to pass to the sedimentation tank. So sedimentation is a process in which impurities are settled down. So impurities is allowed to settle at the bottom. After that, this water is allowed to pass to the loading tank. In loading tank, it contains the water which contain a suspended impurities. So sediment, the loading tank help to sediment the suspended impurities. After that, this water is allowed to pass to the filtration tank, which contain different types of impurities like fine sand, gravel, coarse gravel. So coarse gravel, like the bigger pebbles, lie below the surface. After that there is fine sand and gravel, and after that there is fine sand. The upper level contain the water. This water is allowed to pass through the chlorination, that is chlorine is used to kill the bacteria of that water, and then this water is supplied at home to get the apply to home, so that we get the purified water. In this way, water purification system is done in waterworks. Here I had completed the chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. I will attach the different types of questions that can be asked in your examinations. You can try to find the answer to that questions. So any doubt you have, you can talk with me and clear the doubt. Thank you.